my name is Jaquaisha Holloway, and today I'll be showing you how to make Ethernet cables. I'm going to be making 2 crossovers and 2 straight through cables. So the materials that you will need to make your Ethernet ports are a network cable. You will need a network crimper with a RJ45 port or connector right here. You will also need a cable tester and the gold plate plugs. So the first step on making a crossover cable is to grab your network cable. It will look something like this, and I'll show you this later. But you will grab that. You'll cut about 5 to 6 inches of the cable, and then you will use to cut it. You will use the crimper, which looks like this. You will put the cable between these two, and you'll be able to cut it like that. So you will need those 2 tools to be able to cut your wires. Cut your cables. And then the second part is to expose the wires. So this is where you are going to use your cable cutter. So the crimper has a hole right here, and you will stick your cable inside of that hole, and you will be able to twist it around, and the casing of the cable will be able to pop off, exposing the wires that you can see. So you should be able to see different color wires, and the third step is to unravel those wires and straighten them out using your fingers. So once you have straightened them out, you are now going to put them in the color code for the crossovers. So the ordering of the colors for a crossover cable is striped orange, solid orange, striped green, solid blue, striped blue, solid green, striped brown, and solid brown. And you'll make sure that you will straighten all of those wires out, and then the next step is to cut the wires evenly because they're going to be a bit uneven while straightening them out. So you'll be able to cut them using your crimper, and you'll put them between this space, and you will cut them as so. So once that is straightened out, you're going to take your plugs, which look something like this, and you're going to place your wires against the gold plate that you see, that gold plate that you see at the top. And you're going to make sure that they are far and in, and press hard as you can so that all the wires are at the end of the plug. And so after that, you're going to take your crimper and you're going to stick the plug that has the wires connected into it, and you're going to place it into this hole right here, which is for your plug. And you're going to stick it in while also pressing in the cables. And once you have it sticked in and you think it's secure, you will crimp it down, and you should hear a click to indicate that they are connected. And then this plug won't be able to disconnect from the cable. Now that you have your first side of your crossover cable completed, you are now going to try to complete the second half. So everything from step 1 to step 3 is correct, but when it comes to the ordering of the cables, it's a bit different for the other side. So the ordering for the other half of the cable is striped green, solid green, striped orange, solid blue, striped blue, solid orange, striped brown, and solid brown. And you will do the same thing after ordering your cables correctly. Steps 5 and 7 will be the same process of making sure that you stick on your plug correctly and making sure that all the wires are touching the end of the plug, and then taking your crimper, plugging this into here, and cramping down. So after you have completed both sides of your wires, they're going to look like this. I have both of my plugs on there, and my colors are in the correct order. Now we're going to see if it works. So I have my cable tester, and it's already on. I should probably turn this off. But I have my cable tester here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug them in to the two JR25 plugs. That's one. And when you hear the click, that just means that they're secure into their connectors. And now I'm going to turn on my cable tester. So you have the option of having it turned on and then also a slow mode, which is the S that's on here. So when all of these lights light up one by one, that means that this cable is good. So you can go through and everything is going to hit. So we have one, we have two, we have three, we have 4, 5, we have 6 right there, and then the last ones are 7 and 8 that you should see light up soon, 7 and 8. So that means that your cable is working. So now that you've finished making your first crossover cable, you're going to make a second one following the same steps. And just to show you that this is another crossover cable. And we're going to test it to see if it works. Plugging in one in. And now I'm going to plug in the second in. And I can speed it up for time's sake. So you're going to see all of them light up. And that's just to indicate that it's working again. So next we are going to go over the straight through cables. So now that you're done making your crossover cables, you're going to continue to make your straight through cables. The straight through cables are a bit different, so we're going to still go through the same steps, but the color coordination is going to be different. So the first part is the same thing as the crossover. You grab your networking cable and you begin to cut them using your crimper, and then you're going to cut around the casing or cut around the cable to expose the wires by still using your crimper. The second thing, or sorry, the third thing will be to unravel the wires, same as before, but now we get to straighten them out. You're going to use a different color coding. So the color order for your straight through cables are striped green, solid green, striped orange, solid blue, striped blue, striped blue, solid orange, striped brown, and solid brown. And the thing about this is that they're going to work for both ends of the cable. So it's not going to be like the crossover where you're going to change the color order. It's going to be the same through for both ends of the straight through cable. So after you put your colors in the right order and you straighten out your wires, you're going to take your plug, do the same thing as you did before, put it through the gold side of your plug, and make sure you push it all the way in. Take your crimper, push it through, and squeeze until you hear a clicking sound. And once you do 2 of those, you should have 2 straight through cables. So after completing both of your straight through cables, you are going to test them like we did before. So you're going to stick them in their ports. Hear that clicking sound. There we go. You're going to turn it on. Hear that all of the lights are lit up at the same time. It's going to be different because of the crossover cables. They bounce different ways, but for the straight throughs, they're going to go simultaneously down at the same time. So once all yours are lit up as so, then that means that your cable is good. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that this helps you on making your crossover and straight through cables.